I don't know much about what happened. I just know this guy was Afghani, Iraqi. He was allowed in here because of Joe Biden's. I don't know what it was, but what this proves is that somebody, globalist, somebody was had the borders wide open. And this guy that was screaming Allah Akbar while he attempted to murder these two National Guards, it wasn't a first generation Mexican American whose parents were deported. It wasn't a far left white person who hates their parents and just mad because their parents care more about money than caring about having a relationship with them. It was what we have been known to call terrorists, Middle Eastern. Some person that's like a jihadist, they screaming Allah Akbar as he's attempting to kill one of our own Americans and affiliated with a terrorist group, Al Qaeda or Islamic State. And how did they get here? How were they able to touch our own? It's because our border was wide open. So that tells you there was some evil person with evil intent, some globalist, and maybe somebody who wants to maintain their power and says, you know what, we just need to mix this shit up. We can't have nationalism in America. We can't have them coming together and asking for enough, the necessities. We can't nationalize. We need to mix this shit up so they can have, so they're too busy having tension with one another, so they can't have cohesion with one another. That's what that says. That immigrants, people from Mexico and other countries mad because ISIS is deporting people, should be mad at Joe Biden. Should be upset at him. The way Cesar Chavez, he was calling them wetbacks. You know why? Because he had a group that he was fighting for. He knew he couldn't change the world. He had a specific group he was fighting for, but the continuation of immigration only made it worse. It was like, wait a minute, like I'm trying to fight for these people. More people were coming in, and these more people didn't care about his movement. They had to eat. They couldn't strike. They had to eat, so they were taking those jobs. So his group of people were on strike. We have to strike, guys. Well, we'll just bring in some more people, and they'll work. That's why wages haven't gone up. All I know is that this is bullshit. They're over there killing National Guards. And it's bullshit that people in America are cheering this shit on. I don't know, man. I went to T-Mobile the other day, and this tells you, right? And there was a young lady. She was wearing a hijab, covering her head, had a head cover, not like right here, not that crazy shit. She probably wouldn't be allowed. That's her job, right? But she had a little. And a lady walks in speaking Spanish to her. She's probably first generation. Parent family's from Mexico, and she's Muslim. And she is Muslim. She's choosing to be Islamic. Not no religion. I don't believe in religion. She's still searching for a faith, but her faith is Islam. Her faith is Allah. Read the Quran. Half of that shit, they get their knowledge from the Bible. Half of all of the Quran is of the Bible, the Old Testament. Moses, Noah, I think they even mentioned Job, Abraham, Mary, Jesus. So that's surprising. But that was a terrorist attack for our National Guard to get attacked like that and killed. But blame that on somebody who allowed the border to be open. We can't blame Joe Biden. Look at him. That guy was losing his mind in front of us. That was a slap in the face. It was somebody opening the borders like that. It's somebody that doesn't have to live a lower class to middle class lifestyle. They never have to. It's somebody who has power over everybody. So everybody they see is whether they're of their culture, another culture, is like, dude, class systems reign. dude. I'm 1%. 1% reigns. Come on, buddy. I control this shit. So let's just mix this fucking culture, have them tripping, put it on the media, have them preoccupied. And yeah, it's interesting though. It's very interesting. I have another video, but that's just my reaction. Again, we know what it is as Americans. They left the border open. People came in. Dude, these people fucking hate us. They're probably getting paid too. These terrorist groups that we label terrorist groups, right? To them, they're not terrorist groups. We're their enemy. We were over there fucking fighting, trying to take over their shit, killing their people. Understand, people want revenge. So to have the border open, but again, this guy probably was like, hey, dude, go kill them. You're probably gonna get killed yourself, get captured, tortured. We got your family, man. We got your family. They're wealthy too. These terrorist groups, they're like mafias. They take cuts. They terrorize their own communities, and they got to get paid. They're probably taxing. They make they're billion. These organizations are making billions of dollars at the top. It's not like capitalism, but it's probably more authoritarianism. But they're affecting our country, man. They're affecting our country, and where our country's divided, there's people probably cheering that shit on, and then there's people. We just want to live safe, and America first means help out our own people first, man. But who knows what happened? It's just what I feel. But peace.